Hey everyone, good evening. It's Matt, and this is some video being recorded just shortly after writing the post down below. And so, while this is ostensibly a video post, I am, I guess, saying more or less what I intend to about most of the music I've been listening to, or at least noticing past few days, past 5 days or whatever, down below. So, just to say that when you think about music, when I think about music, it's a technology thing for me a bit. And as I've strategically downgraded from a smartphone to a flip phone, I've solved my issues of having music to play on that device by signing into my Bandcamp. I haven't necessarily checked the Bandcamp that much. You kind of, at least I kind of, tend to not think about it as much because I have YouTube Music as my main streaming app. But now that I'm in a situation where streaming apps are not part of my mobile phone, I still want to be able to listen to music when I'm just kind of out doing my business, right? I don't have a car. I walk everywhere. I take transit and the like. And so for me, having music as part of that is it's something that I'm used to. It's something that keeps me optimal in those surroundings, I suppose. And so yeah, I successfully transferred. I downloaded. I downloaded a whole whack of MP3 files from Bandcamp because it's based on proprietary MP3 ownership, which is really one of the cool things about that platform. There's some community aspect to it, which maybe you don't see quite as much with the streaming services. That being said, one thing I found really cool just literally today was Alkaline Trio's longtime drummer, Derek Grant. I mean, he's done all kinds of things, Alkaline Trio just being the thing that he's known for because it's high profile and he did it for a really long time. He had a video. He just put out a video of like a 1992 Jack Kevorkian and the Suicide Machines, just a recording, right? Some archival kind of footage, some audio of a boombox practice. And man, I mean, I've been to my friends' houses when they're practicing with their rock band stuff, and at one point, I even started screeching like a lunatic. I thought maybe I could, if I just sort of imitated a punk singer off the doorstep of the garage while they practiced, for 10 minutes, they might consider me being a singer for their band. And I'm still friends with those dudes, but they were just like, wow, that didn't even happen, right? They pretended like it didn't even happen. Fair enough to them, to be honest. Let's just say that's I'm just trying to imagine that. I'm just trying to like imagine myself being a person who's up there in the frontman role of a musical group. It's like being an actor. I don't know how those people do it. I just going up on stage and like remembering lines and I don't know, playing notes and stuff with it's just it baffles me to be honest. It's great, it's cool, it's stuff that I fill my life with, but it's just there came a point when I knew pretty clearly that participating in music as a musical kind of person was not going to be a viable way for me, really. Um, it's just kind of it's how it's been since I was a teenager, since I was a kid, right? Um, Writing, on the other hand, I mean, whew, you just give me an opportunity to talk at length about something, and I'm gonna. There's lots of cultural motivation for that. There's lots of family history. There's lots of personal kind of factors associated with that. And so I'm really glad to kind of have this music kind of Substack that I've been meaning to do for a little while off the deck because I have a few things on my checklist of things that I'm working on from a writing standpoint. And this is kind of the low hanging fruit, right? Doing kind of a weekly or twice weekly Substack post about something. I don't think anyone's clamoring for a whole lot of musical journalism or commentary by the likes of me. I can't see that. And so overusing the Substack is just it's not going to help the wider cultural enterprise overly so. So I'm enjoying this, and it's cool and it's fun. But what I see really is the interview series as kind of being something that can kind of move the cultural enterprise forward. And so I have some more outreach that I'm planning to do for that. I am hoping to get maybe 3 or 4 more interviews before Labor Day. I don't know how realistic that is. I would take that to be within the summer, even, right? Going into September, as far as that goes. I have a few people I'm thinking of, but those people are also busy and in some cases famous. So those two factors may just not cause that to happen. We'll see how it goes. And I've developed some narrative storylines, and there's one of them in particular that is kind of speaking to me right now, where I feel like if I put a couple of weeks of writing into it, just kind of developing it more than it is, that that could be something where it were to reach, I don't know, 70, 80, 100,000 words, that it might be something people could be interested in. I think it's got a cool premise, and I think it's just something that I could write without having to stretch my frame of reference too much. And it could be a lot of fun, right? As something to do. Because the evenings for me, it's just, I spend the daytime as much as possible trying to move things forward in terms of finding a job or kind of getting my financial affairs kind of straightened away more than they are. I had some good success with that today, which good success as opposed to bad success, I suppose. And yeah, I came out of it today kind of thinking I want to be able to say I took something off the old writer's to do list. So, some commentary about some music that's kind of making its way to me through primarily Facebook and YouTube, but not exclusively. Again, the change over to the flip phone format has caused me to I guess, reinvestigate a bit how I even consume music. And so, for instance, just one aspect of Bandcamp, right? At one point, I was really into the Philly based rock band Beach Slang. They have like a couple of kind of compilation releases in 7 inches, which are just really amazingly messy, powerful pop music with a really ramshackle kind of punk sensibility. And they have one of their records, which let's see, the thing I'm trying to just remember. It's kind of got a convoluted title. The things that we do to find people like us, or something like this. It's a really awesome rock record, but it turns out this band is problematic. It turns out that the main singer dude was really, really heavily emotionally abusive, as per allegations, which have not been contested, from the manager, right? The group's manager for like a lot of years. which is just kind of it's shitty, and you don't know the extent of it, you don't know the particular details, but it's just kind of enough to go, okay, well, you know, I was thinking of it. I was thinking of it like, okay, well, the first few releases where it was like a group endeavor and not just the singer guy plus some people he hired. But then I looked at Wikipedia and it's like, oh, right, okay, so the guitar guy who was on those early releases was let go for sexual misconduct allegations. And at which point I just have to go, I'm out, right? And so I had like 7 or 8 or 9 releases, just things that uh, beach slang affiliated on Bandcamp that I just had to go, okay, even if it's like enjoyable to listen to, it's no longer enjoyable to listen to, is what I've determined, right? So again, revisiting music fandom, I have, I don't know what, removed those records from my social view on my Bandcamp profile and from my easy to access music list from that. So I suppose uh, personal choices do matter in how you carry yourself, right? In whatever field you happen to be in. I don't care if you're at a Coldplay concert or not. Bazinga. Anyway, I'm looking forward to when I have a job, a girlfriend, a dog, or seeing my kids. Like any of those. But until such time, I think I've got a lot of time towards these writing endeavors and the like. And so that's where I'm going to put a pin on it for now. Appreciate you as always, anybody who's checking this out for any reason whatsoever. And yeah, again, I hope you enjoy these music recommendations. Hope you enjoy some of these video clips. And if you have any music recommendations for me, then you, hypothetically, whoever, can hit me up through the Substack because that's how we're doing it on this thing. Take care, everybody. Have a good evening. Bye for now.